Welcome everybody, how are you? Bienvenidos a todos, ¿cómo están? Okay friends, so yesterday we continue to polish, to give more details to our base, and hello, welcome. And today we're going to continue with our project. Yesterday I said that we need to add more something extra to our base, but now I am thinking we have this is what we're going to do. I mean, I like what we created right now, but I think that the base is too big. So what we're going to do right now, I'm going to try to create the extra detail that I wanted to add before, the cannons, some kind of cannons or something like that. That is going to be the last object for our base, and with that we're going to say, okay, we need to make this base a little bit smaller. I don't know, we're going to see, or maybe delete some parts. We're going to see, because the thing is that I really like what we created right now, but I think that this base is too big, and by that I mean that maybe not. We're going to see the when we finish everything, okay? Maybe not, maybe it is good. I really like the base. I really like the base. Maybe one thing that we can do is try to move this a little bit up. That's the thing that we can do right now. Let's try to do that, okay? Make this a little bit smaller, just a little. Okay, let's do this. Let me select everything, okay? Here. Okay, we move that up. We're going to change the rocks. Okay, the base is a little bit smaller and it is looking good. We're going to see, maybe we need to make it even smaller, but again, let me try to create the last part, the last extra item that I want to add to the base, and then we'll see, okay, this is good, we were gonna leave it like that, or we're going to try to do something different. Again, maybe I am wrong, I don't know. I'm going to ask you for your help with that decision. But maybe the base is too big, and maybe that is going to, I don't know, to make that the less important, something like that. The attention is going to be focused only on the base, okay? That's the idea, but I don't want that. I want that the character is the most important thing here on this model. So if you say no, it is okay, let's leave it like that, okay, we're going to continue with that with no problem. We're going to leave it like that. But again, I'm going to try to do all the ideas that I have, and then we're going to see, okay, we can leave this, we need to delete this, we need to make this smaller, or maybe we can keep everything and then make everything smaller. We're going to see that, okay? Okay, so let's start with the let me make a little bit smaller everything here in the base. Let me select everything here. Okay, select everything. I'm going to change this to 3D cursor, and let's see here in this part. The 3D cursor is, what is the 3D cursor? Let me change the 3D cursor to world origin. Okay, so let's make this smaller like that. Okay, let's compare a little bit better. Okay, something like that. We're going to keep it like that right now, the character. Also, by doing that, I think that the bricks right now in this part are too small. We need to change to make this again. The panels are good. We have no problems with the panels, but I think that these bricks are too small. Maybe we can leave it like that. Let me see. Yes, we can say that there are smaller bricks here. Let me select everything again and apply a scale. Remember that it's very important to apply a scale. It's very important to apply a scale. Location transformation, we're going to leave it at the end. When we say, okay, everything is good for my character, then we can apply all transformations, all transform. Okay, let me move this a little bit up. Sorry. Okay, perfect. Let me make this a little bit bigger, a little bit up. Okay. Let me create these bricks again because these bricks are too small. I'm going to hide this part. Let me bring back that piece. Also by doing that, let me see. No, I think that let me check here. I think that I moved that to backup. But I have this. No. Yes, now that I changed the bricks, let me see here so I applied no, I didn't apply look, just I applied Chuticas. Así no fregamos, pues. No, pero tengo esto, bacán. Tengo el piso. Ya, bien. Entonces vamos a hacer esto. Let's do this. Let's create that part again. This is good. Let me create this again. I'm going to select everything here. I'm going to duplicate this and separate that. I'm going to select everything. Let me see if I can use bridge. Great. Now let's see. the bricks are going to be like that. I think that I'm going only to divide in 2 parts, just like that. Great, and I'm going to leave it in that resolution. Let me see. Yes, I think that it is good. It is better, I like it. Okay, now let's do again what we did with our bricks. I'm going to select all of these parts. I'm going to separate this and select this part and select everything, change this to edge to edge and split by, what is the option that we used? Edge split. So now we have our bricks separated. Okay, now the same here, edge split, and now we're going to continue. Let me bring back my other bricks just for a moment. I'm going to copy the modifiers. Sorry. Okay, now we can hide that. And to rotate this, I think that I need to add the scene, what is the name of that in English? Arco coseno, tangente, the formula to have the angle by the opposite side, the adjacent side, and something like that. Those formulas, I don't remember the name, but we're going to check that. Okay. So by doing that, I know what is the angle that I need to rotate by the distance. Let me see, one moment, something. I'm going to come here. No, let me do this. I'm going to select. Okay, let me select everything and move my cursor to selected. Okay. In the cursor, I'm going to add create a plane. I'm going to select that plane. Where is the plane? This is the plane. Okay. And I'm going to do this. Going to center. I am going to extrude this. Let me see the distance. Okay, let's see if this is going to work. Extrude. But it is not going to work because we need it don't that this only work with no it works with every triangle, right? I don't remember. What? Let me check. Okay, so if there is a way vamos a ver, opuesto es 0.18 98 93. Y el este es 0.97 62.3. $62.3. Vamos a contar 11,072. ¿Seguro que eso? No creo. Chupamax 11,0 11 11.0075 27.8. No tiene sentido esta tontería. Me acuerdo cómo se saca eso. Sale de aquí. Tiene una forma de... No, me olvidé de revisar eso. I forgot to check how can I know the exact angle that we are going to use for this part. I forgot to check that. So we're going to leave it like that for now. Okay, To continue with the design, yesterday I said that I wanted to add extra parts for the base. Let me show you what I found. Okay, so let me find here. Also, I found more references from the planet. Let me see this base. More references for the base. These are for the extra parts. For the planet. Planet. For the base. Okay, what else? I found another thing here, but I cannot. No, I think that's all. Yes, that's all. Okay, so let's see what we have here. I made some extra research, and this is like the ideal size that we can use for the base, but it is too small. We're going to see if we create something like that. I don't know. Something like this I wanted to create yesterday. Here, and these parts. Here, and here. But maybe something like this. I am going to create something like this. So this is the extra part that I wanted to create. Also, we have some other references like this. For these parts, maybe I can create. No, I need to add something like here, but it is going to follow this design. What is the design that I say? I said. And look, I think that the rocks are going to be. I'm going to cover this part, so it is going to make sense. Yes, I'm going to do that with the rocks, like that, like this. And my cannons are going to be here in 3 points, here, and here. Okay, the cannons are going to be like that. First, I'm going to. I like this, but these are not like weapons. I want this. We have two options: to leave it like this is going to be like weapons, or just part of the structure, like a status, something like that. If I only want a status, okay. I'm going to leave it like this. But if I want these things to be part of some kind of weapon, I am going to create something like this. But by doing that, as you can see, it needs to move. Maybe maybe it is not good for this because the only part that maybe this cannon could move is here and here. But well, can leave it like that. I don't know. So let's try to create something like that. Okay, let's try to use this. Also, why I choose to have like cannons or something like that, because in this planet they had something like this. It's called the Phoenix cannon, something like that. It is like a super cannon. This one, look at the size of that cannon. So maybe we can say that these like watchtowers have those defensive weapons. I know that these are not weapons, but to give it more context to this part. So at least if you don't know what is this, you can say, okay, this is like some kind of defensive structure, defensive building. So let me try to find. I found another cannon, but I don't remember where. No, this is not the part. In the previous references, I don't know where I found that. I don't remember where I found something like a weapon here for these buildings, but no, I don't know. Maybe here, no, here not. No, I don't remember. So let's use this to start to create our cannons. One of those cannons, and then we're going to move it in the right place. Okay. So what do you say? We leave that like cannons, or we like a small weapons here? Here was the weapon. Okay, let me take this. Okay, now let's think how this is going to work. The Phoenix cannon, let me see the structure. We can say that like but no, the rock are going to not leave. I was going to say that in here another cannon can open a big cannon, and the small cannons are just support for that. Let's create these hog heads, okay? Then we're going to see what other ideas we can have. Maybe at the end these are going to be just only part of a structure. I don't know. Okay, let's remove our cursor to world origin. Just maybe I think I'll say that it is going to be only part of a structure. We have no problems with that because it is not a good. Maybe the cannons are here inside this part. I don't know. Okay, so to do that, let me hide the base just for a moment. Just one moment, let me save, and let's try to create something like this. To create something like this, I'm going to use modeling techniques. Let me create a cube. That cube are going to divide. I'm going to divide it. And of course I'm going to delete this part. Then create a mirror. Okay. So we can create one part like this. Okay, great. Let me go here. Like that. This is part 1. Let's create a blocking first. Then we add all the other details. Okay, now let's go with a plane, maybe. A plane. Okay. I'm going to divide this plane and delete this part. Okay, we need two parts, the upper part and the down part. Okay, like that. Let me try to join this. Ah, I have another image here, but where is that image? I think that I download that of the hawk. It should be here. Where is that image? I cannot find the other hawk. A ver. Downloads. No. Or Blender, Hawkgirl, resources. Okay, let's go one by one. I am sure that I add a hawk reference here for both for frontal side and for the right side. I cannot even find the right side. Ah, here is the front side, frontal view of the hawk. Where is the right side? Don't worry, I already have it. I already added here, so don't worry about that. Okay, now let's try to move this part here. You know, maybe it was a better idea to sculpt this. You know what? Maybe it is better to sculpt this. It is going to be easy. But I'm going to lose. We can create the sharp edges with sculpting. Sure. One thing about this is that we need to make it larger like that. This one bigger. Okay. Now we have something. Now let's create this part. And let's create the down part here for the, how do you say this in English? This part of a bird. For this part we can do, let me think. You know, I am thinking on sculpting this and then add any other detail. Maybe sculpt that, at least the basic shapes, and then I don't know, add a red topology. I'm thinking about that. If I sculpt that, it's going to be easier. Here with this, with modeling, I think that I'm going to miss a lot of details. Let's try to sculpt, okay? I'm going to move this to, I don't know, to a new collection called Hawk. I'm going to apply this at the scale. Same for this one. I'm going to apply this. I'm going to create a copy, hide in that folder. Okay, let's try to add some subdivision surface. The first one is going to be simple, and then subdivision surface 2. I'm just going to copy this. Let's see if we can work with this. Let's see, ignore all of these details. Don't pay attention to this. And then let's do the same. No, let's go with these parts, okay? I think that I can use this size for red topology or for with mesh. Let's try with this one, okay? 0.5. Let's try 0.5. No. 0.3. Yet. Okay, this is good. Let's see if we can start to smooth this. 0.3. Let's start to delete all of these details here. the previous topology, and we're going to add our own details. I'm going to change a lot this piece, okay? So don't worry about all the details right now, because I want to create something like that. Okay, now let's start working on this part. Let me create something like this. Okay, we can see that here we need to make this more like this part here. We don't have to worry about this part, we can leave it like that. And use 0.5. Again. Okay, that part with this one. What? I didn't. Sorry. This. I didn't close the shape. That's my fault. Let me delete that. Go here. Close this. They're prepared. Look. Ya, por ahí podemos dejarle. Sorry, I forgot to add the subdivision surface, simple subdivision surface. I don't like this. I need to smooth a lot. I'm going to lose these details. I think that I'm going to continue with modeling. Yes, modeling is better. Sculpt is for the final part when I am really sure about the model. I'm going to try to fix this. So music stop. I'm going for some water and I'll be back in a moment, okay? Okay, let's continue. Now we have to use this because for like metal pieces I prefer to do it in this way, and the sculpt mode we're going to use just to add some kind of lines like this, some kind of those things. Okay, so let's do this better. Now we have just to model, and then later we're going to add more details. This part, can you see that? Sorry. Let me delete this again. Same for this part. Tum, 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 tum. To move this down and lift this part up. Okay, sorry, I was doing something, but now let's continue. Okay, now let's do this. That now you can see like the shape of the. How do you say this in English? Okay, like that. Okay, it is looking better right now. And here, this part. I think that I need to add another one here to make it in the right way. That. We can move. No, I use that part. So. No, let's do this again. So this is not good. This is going to be this part. We need to extrude another one. para hacer un poquito mejor, más para arriba de esta parte. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so we can see that it has like the shape of the hawk. It is not going to be exactly like that, it's going to be something like this. Okay, so in this part we don't need to add anything else, we just need to close that. We need to create something else here down. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 main pieces. Okay, this one for now I'm going to leave it just like this. Just like that. We can create another part here. Let me select all of these parts. Something like that, okay? We're going to fix that later. I'm just with the blocking. Let me create this part here. That part. I need to make it a little bit wider. Is this? Okay, let me select this part and separate it. Okay. I think that this is better than the real Hawk design, the real head. I need something like this. So let me change this part, or maybe I need to add something else. This to be a little bit smaller. It is too, like to this side, I need this to be smaller. And this part of the eyes bigger. Better. Here it is looking better, but here I think I need to adjust some things, and also I'm going to create something like this. It is better. And I think that I'm going to create something like another piece here for this part, like this, just like we have here at the helmet. Okay, I'm going to create something like that. Let me see. Okay, something like that. We're going to change this part too. I don't know, it looks like a different animal. I don't know, like a different bird. I don't know if this is the right design. Okay, something like that. So friends, this is all for today because now I have to go to Twitch to continue with the other project. So remember that this is like an extra item that we are going to add for our base. Let me bring back the base. Here at the base we're going to create one piece, and that piece are going to be like here, here and here in 3 different angles, and we're going to create the rocks. We're going to cover these parts with rocks, so it is going to make more sense our design. Okay, and with that we're going to finish the base, but right now we need to create this hawk head. Okay, maybe this part is, I'm not sure about this part. I'm not sure about how it is looking. Maybe I just delete this and just leave it like this, completely like this. Let me see. Just maybe this is better. Let's see. Because with the other one, I like how it looks in this side, but here I think that it looks like a completely different bird. And I don't want that. Maybe I need to follow this design. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to continue. Okay, remember that I am creating this here with you, so that's part of the process, trying to test different things and say, okay, this is going to work, this is not working, we need to change that, and all those kind of things. Okay, so this is all for today. Please, friends, remember, if you are new in this channel, remember to subscribe, give it a like, share this content with others, and leave a comment below. Believe me that really helps. And right now I think that YouTube changed some settings, so it is really important for you to give it a like. Also, if you want to join to our Discord server, there is a Discord server. Discord server. You can ask questions about 3D and games there. And also, if you want, please follow me on social media accounts like Instagram, TikTok, where I am uploading things about 3D and games. Also, remember, follow me on my other platforms, on Twitch and Kick, because I am creating different projects there. I know that I said yesterday I will create a schedule. Today I'm going to try to do. I forgot. I was doing the research for this model at night, and I completely forgot about that. I need to create a schedule for how the channel, the hours, about the content that we create for the different platforms. Okay, so now you have a better idea of what we are doing. Okay, but you have all the links there, so please follow me on my other platforms so you don't miss any content. Remember that in the other platforms we're creating smaller projects for Sculptor or 3D printing, but also that those videos I need to do something else. I don't know, I need to do some extra work to prepare those videos, like to divide in different parts and explain what I did in that part. And of course I'm going to increase the speed so you don't have like the 2 hours that we are here. And also I need to cut all the parts where we take a break and all of those things, and that is a lot of work, believe me. But after we finish one project, we create a time lapse and we upload that here on YouTube, so don't worry about that. You're going to have the time lapse at least for now. And also remember that I already uploaded the time lapse about Lapras, the first project that we finished on Kick. So go and watch the video and give it a like and all of the other things, okay? Also, if you want to collaborate with your project as a freelancer, remember that you can contact me. There is my email there. There is a LinkedIn page. You can contact me. There are different ways: social media accounts, create a project on CD Trader or Upwork, and send me a message. Also, if you want to support the channel, there's a PayPal link there, but even better, if you want something in exchange, you can get one of my models. If you want assets for your games and animations, you have a TurboScript. If you want sculptures like this one for 3D printing, you can go to Called 3D, and if you want on CD Trader, you're going to find everything, okay, both assets and sculptures. Also, you can maybe leave a comment and say, I would like to I am creating this kind of project, can you create I want to get this kind of assets, and maybe I can create those. And if you don't want to contact me by creating that for your project, maybe I can create something in general and you can get those on my online stores. I can create that for different for everyone, and you can get those. I don't know, give me some ideas of what kind of assets or sculptures would you like to see on the stores, okay? Remember, in a few minutes we're going to continue on Twitch with the other project, and with this project we're going to continue tomorrow. I know that it is very exhausting, but really I am very tired creating this, but it is part of the process and I really enjoy it. You have to enjoy everything here in the process. You don't have to surrender. We're so close to finish. We have to be patient and to continue creating, to continue doing this. The most challenging part, believe me, the most challenging part, I know the wins were a very difficult part to create, but the most challenging part of a project, I think, that is to create the original idea, to say, this is what I want to create. And here I am trying, maybe also even faster than creating a concept very quickly with AI, to try to add that to my model. So it is a really hard work that we are doing here. So I will really appreciate at least the subscription and the like. It is those things are really important, believe me. And it is free and just 2 seconds. Like a subscription and a like. and I know that you really like this kind of content, and I know that I can continue doing this. Okay, so remember, in a few minutes on Twitch, Frank Salazar, you can follow me. There's the link there. We continue with your project, and with this one tomorrow. Thanks for coming today. Remember to subscribe, and see you in the next one.